Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Live coding starts again. Today, another session of live coding with me. I'm Maat van Stam, and today I'm going to continue with my Blazor development, changing over our old website into the new Blazor server side website, going from ASP.NET Core 2, I think. But anyway, we're going to dive into Blazor once more, Server Side Blazor, and let's start the show. Welcome back. Another episode of Blazor development with me, myself, and I. And obviously, when I moved into the code window, I found that there's an update for Visual Studio 2019 16.5.0 preview 2.0. And this 12 minutes ago. Let's have a look at the details. Where is it opening the details? There they are. Oh, Visual Studio installer. Not sure if I want to do this right now. Let's have a look at the release notes and see what's changed in version 2 for preview. I should say preview 2 for version 16.5. Multi-selection as your directories. .NET productivity refactoring to turn a fragment of code from an existing method into a local function. Refactoring to make members static. A lot of refactoring stuff if you look at this. Editor config option to exclude analyzers to run on generated files or folders. Yeah, that sounds smart. Who wants the analyzers on the generated stuff? Analyzer authors can now distribute custom code refactors as NuGet packages. That's the hot new thing, I think, these days. To put everything in a NuGet package, NuGet, however you pronounce it. Debugging pin properties to data types and authors locals in watch window in C++. A lot of C++ I follow here. C++. View which managed thread is holding a .NET object lock. Nice. Skipping the C++ for now. SAML. SAML is also update new SAML designer preview for WPF.NET framework projects. WPF. Changing artboard background for the SAML designer. Oh, okay. Why would I want to change the background for the SAML designer? SAML designer now supports loading .NET Core 3.x projects that include publish single file. Okay. A lot of Xamarin stuff. .NET productivity. This is the refactoring stuff. This is basically what is explained on top here. While we are discussing this, I think we should just update it or leave it. Well, let's leave it for now, because I don't think there's much relevant stuff in there compared to what we are doing today. Let's close this. Release notes, interesting, but not for now. So I need to make a note of this, that I need to update the IDE after the stream, after the fact. Control 1, update Visual Studio. preview 2. Okay, let's close this and then reopen it for the website. And this is the new one. Last time we've been looking at the admin pages to save the settings for the YouTube streams, and I ran into the issue that the SDNcast production site, when I update the settings in there, it's not showing in the staging server. But I found that it has something to do with the caching timeout. It's put to eternal. Let's find where this is located. I think it's in the admin model. No, it's not in the admin model. Let's find this one, the admin Razor CS, most likely. Server validate. What we did was change the validate over from handle valid submit into handle submit. By doing so, if you use the handle submit, you can basically tailor your own handle and I should say your submit, and put in all your checks that you would like. So in this case, if it's not valid, then I do nothing, and I always force it to return true. And here's the old one, like saving the information. I think it's save it as well in here. Save async, yes. Because we also, if I go back to the Solution Explorer, and let's make this a little bit smaller. And what we did was copy the old admin page into copy.razor with all this rubbish around it that I don't need at this time, like showing the API keys and whatnot. I will take that in, put that in most likely a little bit later, because it also inflicts showing a lot of the secrets, and I don't want to look at this page all the time. So for that reason, I limited the form to some YouTube settings. So back to the settings page, there should be some caching thing in here. If you go to the save async of the service, go to the definition. No, not the definition. The implementation here. And I have two options. One on the file system. That's if we use the cache system, local file system, or the Azure save. This is set to the datetime offset max value, and I'm not sure what datetime max value represents, but it's probably very long. Google. How much time is datetime offset max value? Is this the documentation? MSDN? Probably. Going over to docs. Max value. Yes. The value of this constant is December 31, 1999. Not 1999, the Prince date, but this is 9999. So we probably won't be around when that happens. So what I wanted to do is, in case of development, to not set a cache. And we can do it two ways, by either setting the datetime offset, or when we are developing, we can disable reading the cache. So there's two things, and this is probably also in this file, load async. There it is. That's interesting because it's when it's loading, it's also setting the auto expiration to very long time. Question is, when is this referenced? Over here, but here it's set. This one is set. And this is set. But might be related to this one automatically. This is an iMemory cache. Google iMemory cache. Memory cache. Expiration. Cache in memory in ASP.NET Core. Caching basics. Can significantly improve the performance and scalability of the app by reducing the work required to generate content. Yeah, I'm sure about it, but when I'm testing, I want to have it expired every time, so I can know what's happening. Using shared memory cache from dependency injection. Using a shared memory cache from dependency injection and calling set size limit to limit the cache size can cause the application to fail. Okay. When a size limit is set on the cache, all the entries must be specified as size being added. This can lead to issues when the developer does not have full control and uses a shared cache. For example, Entity Framework Core uses a shared cache and does not specify a size. That's interesting. So if you're using Entity Framework Core, it's not taking into account the size, and then your application will fail, apparently. Interesting. Cache try get value set. So instead of this one is doing the get, cache get. Is that what we have? Cache get. This one, datetime. Okay. The following code gets calls get to fetch the cached time. Okay. And in our case, we just get the live show detail model. Let's see if we have more entries of this. We do this in the Azure Storage live show detail service in here. And we do it in here. The file system, when we get it from the JSON file from local disk, or the YouTube show services in here. In this case, the show list is got it from in a day from now. So we're waiting a day in here. Absolute expiration relative to now. So it's a using. So how does this relate to? Oh, it's in the it's set in the cache. Oh, I think this one is much nicer. I think that let's check the other one. Get. That's the same way. It's done the same way. When setting the value, it's also set to the max value. So if we can we do something like depending on the environment, app settings. Is it in app settings? Does it have the environment? Because this one is injected, I think. Let me quickly put a break in here and then well, I put the line lower, the cache, then run it. So what I want to do is make this dependent on the development environment or the production environment. So if the environment is dev, then put the cache expiration on something lot less. Let's put the secrets for now to make sure that I'm not showing too much of this information. I don't see the environment settings. So let's continue here. And now you would probably notice that if we go in here, we just put it on this part. No. Well, let's put the break in here. Oh, it's the same thing. 5. Oh, it's not. Probably already did that. Now it's setting the max value to, and indeed it's December 12. No, December 31, 1999. 1999. So that's a lot. So that needs to be changed, but I don't have the environment setting around here, I think. Max value, and there we have the page, it's loading. Let's do it. Yes, there it is. And there it is again. Why is there a bang on this? And then again. Somehow it seems to be doing something repeatedly. So let's close this and have a look at the environment setting. We can do something with that. And environment value, launch settings. Because this is done if you go to the startup, then something is in here. If it's loading, that is. This is the SCI web host environment. I think I have that in the other one as well. I don't. Should I put that in? Let's see if we can get that in somehow. Where is this referenced? Go to find all references. No references, so it must be the constructor for this one. Find all references. There it is. As you show, this is the actual one. This is done in the service itself. In here. Configure services. This one. So let's see if we can go into this one in here and put in the I host something. What was it called? Startup. This one, web host environment. Resolve this. Hosting. Now let's see. Private read only. I'll just type it. Private read only. Not lonely. Only. Only. Oh, already cleared my cache. I web host environment. Env. Let's keep the same layout with the underscore in there. Underscore env equals to env. I think I called it env, yes. Now let's go and see what's going on here. If env is what? Should be this. Copy. Take all of this out and take this out. Why is this complaining? Oh, you can only... Wait, this is not allowed. Oh. I'm kind of missing here. Go back to this one, copy, put it outside this part. Because it's in the initialization part. Apparently can't use it there. Why is env not? Oh, it should be underscore env. I would expect. Why is this not solved? What's the difference in here? I have a web host environment. That's the same. That's filled over there. So why is this not recognized? Because I would say this one would be... let's find the other one. This one. This was the original one. Oh. This is a daytime offset. Daytime offset. Daytime offset. Offset equals to copy this one would be something like this one. No, not this one. Where is it? Where did I put it? Max value. Max value. This one. Why is this not a time span? This is a time span. Oh, really? That's interesting. Okay. Apparently you can set the expiration not only by an actual time, but also by an offset. And this is the actual time relative to now, as in the time span. I wonder why this one is not found. Is it an extension? Requires a receiver of type hosting environment. Let's take this out in comment for now. Is allowed if through it's not. Let's do it this way for now. First check if what's in from minutes. These are with a star in front. These are determined by machine learning. For minutes, 1 minute delay. I think we should survive that. This is not used, but let's have a look at this one. What's going into the environment? That one can stop now. Run F5. Who else is on Twitch right now? Twitch. Oh, I don't want to do that. Twitch.tv/Stam. Hopefully I don't have audio in here yet. Kill. Oh, that's me. But I wanted to have a look who's now online. Source code. Robert Tables is now online. Not that many. Honest Dan Games is now online. And some music guys that I follow. Okay, let's run this. Oh, it's breaking in here. Let's F10 this and then have a look at this in here. And its environment name. Okay. So why is it different from the starter then? I'm quite surprised. Let's now put to 1 minute. Let's see, where's the website in here? There it is. Admin. Login. And put the password in there. Reload. Reload. I still have to do something at the navigation. So now it's this in here. Next show 21st. So I'm not sure why this is showing the 21st. If you go to sdncast.nl, let's have a look at the admin here. It's also showing the 21st. So what if I make this something like 24, make this 22 hours, save. In the original website. Now let's see if we can get this to reload in a minute. Set to a minute. 24. Yes. How cool is this? But most likely, if I change this to 25 and save this and put it in, then we have 25 in here, saved it. But now, the original website over here, this have the eternal expiration. So if I reload this one, it's keeping it on 24. So what we need to do here is going to portal.blazor.com. Let's see if we can get there without logging in. Then go to the SDNcast app service. Restart the service. Yes. So now we force it to unload and reloading the component. That will also reinitialize the cache item. So that must be important. Let's see if it's already running. Now the service is unavailable because it's still not up and running. Most likely. In the meantime, we do some hydration. Cheers. Cheers, guys. Let's reload. It's getting up and running. To remember the date, what did we put in? 25. Still unavailable. As you're still spinning up, I think. Let's reload Azure as well. Little spike over here. Unavailable. Rerun. Can't say that this is really hot loading. Let's go to the root and have a look if that's coming up already. Guys, I just restarted the service. How long does it take? Get to work, guys. Request. You should see some requests here. 5 by now. 6. There we get some response, I think. There we have it. Admin. 24. So why is this still 24? Does it keep the date? Oh, I'm not sure. Let's try it the other way around. Let's make this 26. Save this. And reload this one. 5. It's 24. It's kind of strange. Reload. We put it in a minute from now. F11, F12. Wait. Can I see something like the expiration? I don't think so. Cache. Count. Expiration. 2398. That's a minute ago. Oh, retry. 5. Expiration notification. Question is, where do they store the expiration for this? 24. Still keeping it on 24. What's the idea behind this? It's about taking the same cache, I think. Could that be the case? Because if I reload this one, this is 26. Close this. Home. Load async. Should be going in here. Then it's already loaded. It's taking you 24. Now show detail models. Where is this cache initialized? Go to definition. Memory cache that's delivered from the system. Memory cache from start. What's it from by default? Absolute expiration relative to now. Let's think. I'm not sure why this is not reset. This is call stack, came from this one. F9. F5. Now it's filled. And set to 24. That's not right, because this one apparently is not correct. Go to implementation. No, this is not the one. Go to this is injected. Live detail service. Let's find all the cache items. Cache. There's a lot of cache items in here. But a lot of them are related to something else. Cache. Playlist. Clear cache. That's the one button, I think. Clear YouTube cache. That's a copy. This is the original one. Oh, why is the memory cache disabled in here? That's interesting. This is not injected. What? cache key, cache. The question is something in here? Azure Storage Live Show Detail Service. I think this one is active. Let's run it again. Reloading. Yeah, let's have a quick look. Out of scope. Where are they? The entries in here. This one. Cache. Non-public members. Expiration tokens. Okay. Absolute expiration is set to 1999. Really? Okay, when it's initially set, apparently it's... Let's try this. And application, no, not application name. Environment name. String compare equals environment name to development. Oh, why is this? Come on, guys. This is just .NET. String compare no case insensitive. Equals. Oh. Okay, yeah. We do it the other way around. This is a string equals development. Make that. What's the name? String comparison. It's been some time ago already. Invariant culture, ignore case. If that's true, do something. Cache. Was the is this not public? Copy. Go to definition. There's not much on here. Using do we clear the cache? Can we get set a new one maybe? Cache key. Oh wait, it's the new memory cache entry options. So let's do it somewhat different then. By not doing this. Well, we can do it, but at a different level. Let's find all the cache items. For live show details. If live show details, if development, then that should be equals to false. If it's not development, that is not right. You should take that out of the function. And I'm missing one in here, like this. If it's not development, then pick this one up from cache. Otherwise you don't. Why is this a squiggly in here? Yeah, stop this for now. Must be initialized. So let's make this equals to null. Is that allowed? That's not allowed. Live show details. Yes, this is an object, I think. Live show details. Model. What do we get from this? You're not working with me today, guys. Let's see what's coming from this. F9, F5. Let's see what it returns. Make that explicit. Yeah, F10. Now we have something in here. Not null. Okay. F10, F10. Now we get it from. Oh, again. Load from Azure storage. Yeah, not sure. Where's this? Go to definition. It looks like a loop to me, but not sure. Still no. Then so this is a live show details thingy. SDN cast models live show details model. Live show details model, okay. Let's close this and change it anyway. Live show. Oh, it should not be this one. This one. Live show details model. This one. The uncomment. Now we can remove the break. So if we are not in development, then we're taking the item from cache. Let's find all these entries. Oh. Find all these ones. Copy this. Copy. That's the current one. Now we have another one. This is the file system live show details. Live show details cache key. So this is much nicer if you ask me. So this one. And then we have need the environment in here. Take this from here. Copy. Oh. Comma too much. And no, underscore env equals to env. And I need to put in a read-only, private, read-only. What was it? Copy. Bring this in here. Now we have to rename result to this one, this one, this one. Oh, this one is not right. Returning this one. So in case of its development, ignore a case. Otherwise it's loading from file. Let's make this a bool. Is development. Equals to, put all this crap in there. Development is false. If development is this case, then is development equals to false. Then we are using the cache. And in this case, if is development, no. Start with this one, is development equals to false. Oh, and this is not allowed. This is, let's take this out, because that's not allowed in here. It's a datetime offset. Datetime offset. Offset equals to, now is set to, wait, we have to do that depending on this. If development is false, then offset is equals to something like this. Copy. Now, plus Google date time offset minutes from now. Datetime offset, okay. Returns a new datetime offset. let's try find all the other items in here. Expiration, this one. Absolute expiration relative to now. Make this something else. Is it time span? Time span. Span from days. If development is false, then we are using from days is 1. Else copy from minutes. Let's make this a little bit easier. Equals to is development. Otherwise, if it's development, then we do time span from minutes. Copy. So, otherwise, from days. That's much cleaner. And make this time span. Oh, why is it not allowed? Yeah, true. Should be this one. Copy. Like this. So if it's development, we ignore the cache. So basically this should also be no longer needed from minutes or from days, depending on its development. But well, let's put it in anyway. Do the same thing over here. Let's copy this one. Do we have that over here? It's called result over here, but we get the show list. So that's a little bit different compared to this one. Copy. Show list. Yeah, show list. And we don't have an environment in this one. Get show list. Type show list cache key, and that's it should be show called show list. Then we need to put in the initializer. In here. Do the same thing, get the thing like this, then the iWeb host, bring that in. Get the environment, equals environment. From there we go here. Where's this one? Not set. Oh, I need to include the, yeah, sure. Put this thing in. And we need to bring in the read-only. Copy. This one. Environment. Environment. Show list equals to something cache. Then we have this one. It's no longer called result anymore. It's called show list. Show list. Show list. Show list. And returning a show list. Now we need to copy this part. Copy. Let's read it. That would be the show list. Time span, if development is set to minutes or days, then the absolute relative now is set to time span. Then we can delete this and return the show list. That's another one. Now the next one. Do we all have them now? Same over here. Did we bring in the environment? Yes, we bring in the environment. Then take it from here. I think this is exactly the same. Copy. It should be exactly the one. Already have this one. Yeah. Take this out. Live show details. And then we have to take this part with the time span. Copy. Let's put all the breaks out here from here. make it a little bit more readable. Time span, if it's development, then we have to fix that for the boolean. Copy. Let's copy both lines. Because that's here in one line. If development, then from minutes, otherwise get the live show details from this one, remove this, et voilà, le pizza running. Let's check if we have all the items in here. Cassette. That's fixed. This one is fixed. This one is fixed. I think we need to fix this. No, we already fixed this. It's development, yes. Okay, now let's find all the get items. I think it's the same thing, but you never know. We got it from here. This is fixed. This one is fixed. And this one is fixed. So let's run this. Let's see if we can get this to skip the cache. We break it on all these items. That's the last one. F5. Let's bring it on. Oh, stupid. Closing the wrong one. Let's end this and restart it again. This could be ignored. We can check if it's development. Yes. 5. Let's see, development is true. So we don't go into the cache, right? We don't have a live show. So we now are loading it from Azure. I'm not sure why this is looping into the same function again. Well, we find out later, maybe. Because it's still null. And then we get in again for the second time. Now we get it back. And we set it time span to 1 minute from now. And we get some live show details. F5. There we get the other one, the show list. Same thing. Ignoring cache. Go in and get the show list. That's interesting because this one, let's take that out of view for now. Get it quickly in. Oh, that's in there. Go back to show. And load it. and put it to 1 minute again. And return to the live show details. And remove that break. And another one. Ignoring the cache. This is the show list again. Why we're loading the show list also twice. Not sure why. F5. F5. Loading it again. Let's check this. Log in. Yeah. And reload it. Still not from cache. Still need to fix the routing here. Loading it twice again for some reason. It's reloading it. Now we see 26, 22, 26, 22. Let's move out and go to the real side. SDN cast. That's probably still having the cache from the old one. Well, 26, 22. Let's make this 26, 21. Save this. It should have been saved to Azure right now. 21. This is now showing 21 because it's using the internal edited cache. So now go over here, load it again, and it's now showing 21. Right. Do it again. It is 22. Save. Now we have to probably wait for a minute. Wait a minute! Yes, wait for a minute. And then go in here, about, and go to the home, live show details, loading it again, right, admin, F5, 22, yes. So if I now do this, it should remove the video from here, but it's most likely not removing it from the other one. Yeah, come on, load it. That's interesting. Oh, I didn't save it. Apparently I didn't save it. Save. Saved successfully. About. Let's go back in. Let's check if it's gone. It's gone. Now we should not have been showing the live show anymore. Yeah, come on, let's reload. And now it's gone. It's showing the new date. That's correct. So now do it the other way around. Bring in the yeah, I need to copy the link then. Let's quickly see if I can find it. I can find it if I go to the other side. This one, there's the one. copy. If we put this in, save. Let's see if we get the save bar. Yes. Saved successfully. So now it's back in. Yeah, loading. Yes, back in. Now go to the production side. There we should still see it. And remove this, but this one is using the full cache. That's not expiring. Saved. Go to the other one. Now we have to wait for another minute. So let's fumble around a little bit. What we need to do is make components from these items. And what I'm thinking of is by creating a base button and changing it over for inheritance for Twitter, Twitch and YouTube, and make some differentiation in the buttons over there. Well, I think the minute's now gone. So now the details should be going away. It's gone now, yes. And there we have it. And it's gone, right. So now if I put it back in, save. Check if it's saved. Go to the other one. We have to wait for a minute again, I think. Let's quickly go in and see. Oh, we don't have to wait a minute because I'm never reading the cache actually when I'm in development. Now it should be showing up here again. Right. That looks fine. So now also have a look at this. Bring in admin message. Admin message. Save. That's allowed. Home. Yeah, wait a while. Now it's standby admin message. Right, that's nice. Cool. That works. That explains it. In fact, this means that we can roll over the production side into this one. Admin, let's change the information in here. Take that out. Bring that back in, otherwise no one on the website has this show. Let's see what's next Thursday, if that's working. Click, and it's 30th. That's actually true. 8 o'clock, save. 5. Right. So this all works. I wonder if we have some video that we can embed in HTML to test. Reloading, return to watch. Yeah, now I need to wait, go in here. remove this one and see if we can get the... Oh, that's not the right one. Save 5. We can now remove some of the breaks in here. Saved. Home. Take that out. Now we go to the list. 26, that's next week. 9. Put it back in for now. Save. Home. Okay, sounds good. So now let's have a look at this thingy over there. Let's see if we can create a Blazor button component for that. Let's stop the site here. So I need to make a note that we fixed the admin page. Show notes. Fix the admin page. Now I have a new item on the list. That's the new item on the list is, let me bring this in. The new item on this list is that we need to extend the admin pages with API keys, and that's something I will do probably offline, because that's taking a lot of secrets into account, and I have to hold back on that a little bit. So create social buttons. That's the one that we are going to do now. Next. So what we are going to do now is creating a component, and we are putting in something like we have the playlist. What's in the playlist? Nothing much. So if we are going to create a component, new item, let's see if we can do this by Razor component, and call this by convention. You need to make this uppercase, so make this a social button. Yeah, let's see what we get by doing this. We do get this, but I also want to add a class in here. Although there probably is not much in here. So let's try this out and go to the About page. We all have this host thumbnail things. Oh, it's put in the host thumbnail. Taking into account a Twitter account, Twitch account, and there should also be an YouTube account. And this is the item called host thumbnail. Host thumbnail. That has all these items like something called Twitter entry link and a Twitch link. I'm going to change that over into nice buttons to put under the names. And let's see. Put in the what's called social button account, social button thingy. Let's see how this looks, if everyone gets this. Yeah, let's run this. It should now just put some H3 text underneath the name. Yeah. Load this, query about. And there's no why is it not showing the social button in here? Oh, that's interesting. Social button. Why is this not showing? Let's have a look at the developer tools. Oh, and that's what's this? So cookie associated. We have to take this into account as well. Cross-reference. Chrome will only deliver cookies with cross-site requests. Wonder where the thingy. There's a double-click thingy in here as well. Okay. Why is it not showing the thumbnail? This is the thumbnail, I think. Social, but there is a social button in here. But the social button is not showing anything about the contents of the social button. This one. So what to do here to get this to show? Oh wait, social button. Well, social button. There's nothing in here. It is there somewhere. So I'm not sure why it's not shown. Let's close this and let's have a look at Google. Create component Blazor. Create and use ASP.NET Core component classes. Maybe the reason is that I removed the code part without anything. Wait. Also, social button. Let's add item in here. Add item razor. View page, razor page, view layout, start. No, let's make this just class. That should be called, what was the name? Social button. Social button dot razor dot cs. And we should derive this from component base. Something like this. Why is this a squiggly? Missing a modifier. Let's make this, but this it has some modifier. Public. Public class, that's properly done, I think. Not sure why this is missing partial modifier on declaration of type social, but another partial declaration of this exists. Why? Don't think so. Let's reopen it. Build. If it fails to build, then it succeeded. So I'm not sure why the squiggly is here. Missing partial modifier. I don't want a partial. I don't have partial here either. Oh, maybe you also need this? No, that's not true. Integrate components with razor pages. Let's check. So we have just a component with something header style, heading text, using Blazor app components. Is that the issue? No. That's exactly the same. This one is black, the other one is not black. Copy. Let's put something in here. Maybe that's. I think the thingy did something. Yeah, see, it did something with this one. I'm not sure why this is needed. What? I'm not sure why this is created. Save. Missing partial modifier on set type social button. Really don't know why this is. I think I need to reload the Fish Studio. Let's quickly reload it. And load again. This one. Hopefully it's solved now. Social button. I think it's gone now. What? What? Took out the code, didn't I? Not sure why this is. Let's make this a different thing. My social button. I'm not sure why this is highlighted. Namespace incorrect? No. 5. It should be already in the right namespace, so I'm not sure why. And it's building, so I'm not sure what's the difference in here. 5. Come on, it was a minor change. No, I don't want this. I want this one. My social button. There's my social button. I really don't know why it started working now. Let's close this. And take this out. Change this back. Oh, I already know. Stupid. This one should be called base. So learning something here is that if you create another one, a class behind, you need to put the word base behind. Otherwise, it will pick it up from something else. Save. So if you look at this one, for instance, where is it? We have the show thumbnail razor. This has this in there for the code behind part. Copy. And in this case, you need to do this as well over here. Social button base. Like this. Now I create this one. Social button to differentiate this and have a look at the code behind. Based inherited from component based, and then you rename the class something base by convention, I think. Let's run this. And let's get some output here. I think it's loading 3 times every time. Now we have the social button over here. Now let's, instead of doing the text, let's create this an actual button. And make this a little bit different. If we do something like hero thumbnail thingy, what we said here was social button, but if we want to do in this place is if there is a string, if the Twitter account is available, then we want to create a social button here. And if we have a Twitch account, we have a social button. And then we should have a third one, the YouTube account. Let's make this some comment. and do some comment in here. Copy this. Make this YouTube account. Now let's see where we have this one. It's probably in the code behind somewhere. Twitter account, yes, we have a new param. Copy YouTube account. YouTube. That should be fixed right now. So the next step would be to inherit the social button from its parent and have some children there. Let's first see if it's actually running. Let's Control F5 for quick loading. I don't want to debug right now. About, see, I have two buttons, and social button, and the other ones have two as well. Let's close the page again. So now let's see how we can get the buttons to be inherited. Google inherit Blazor component. Let's see if there's some information. Component inheritance. Can I, if we build render tree? That's not so clear. Creating component by overriding Blazor component. Layout component base. Let's see if there's some. Oh, here. Blazor component inheritance and reference. Today we're going to learn two operations Blazor components in client-side app. Return text. Inherit a class in Blazor component. How to capture references for inherit. Add razor calls with the same name, so we know the inheritance. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead. Add the razor component. What was the name? Demo inherit. Yeah. New item. Yeah, code behind. Not razor. Yeah. Inherit from base, component base. Yeah, this was the part that I was missing. We have to rename, yes. Place with auto-generated. Yes, that was my issue that we just run into. Protected void, uninitialized, something. Put inherits in there. Yeah, so we know inherited base component. Ref keyword. This is a base class with the component ref demo class. Yeah, put something in there. What I find interesting in here that it's putting the inherits after the title. Component ref demo. This is not what I meant. Yeah. Yeah, this is not what I meant. I wanted to inherit the UI. Let's first create my own component base. Create components. Inheriting base component. Blazor components. Blazor. Come on. Let's go over to Google. UI. Build reusable UI components with Blazor. So what I'm looking for is something like this. We have something like this. No, the other one, social button. There's my social button in here. What I'm kind of looking for is something like this. Let's copy this. Copy and let's paste this in. Where is it? Social button copy. So that makes this social button YouTube. Now let's make it Twitter. Make it easy. Open this. This should be social button Twitter. inheriting from social button base, something like that. Now it's probably doing the same thing. Something like this, but in this case I would expect this to be inherited from social button. So if I do make this one H1, H1 I said, social button header, and we have social button inherited. Now wondering what is happening when I do this. I put this in the thumbnail. No, this should be this Twitter. Like this. Control F5. Let's see if that's what it's doing. About. Oh, look at this. This is the header. Oh, no. This is the one social button. That's the second one. So in this case, he only has Twitter, so his social button inherited. But I would expect something to see here as well. So that doesn't work. Because what I'm trying to do here is that well, if we don't make this unique, this should be something like a button. I think there's a button somewhere. Button. In here. I think we have a button in here. And we have a font awesome thing. Font awesome. Something with fab. No. Fab. This. And we have a link in there. Copy. Let's go to the social button. Twitter. To this one, remove all of this, and then we have this. On click is not needed, is it? Something like this, and then the Twitter account in this case is not yet having the param in there. Put in the name. Save. Let's force it in this. Something squiggly over here. Why is there a squiggly? About now of this, and there's my name. Looks nice, but href must be just on the click button, so there's no href needed here. Interesting things on my Twitter account. So instead of doing this, I just want to do the on click. Like this. On click is something. On click is go to Twitter. Let's see the stop the page first, because it's no need to have it in here. Key. That was like this. Then we have the click somewhere in here. What's the number? Find this one here. This is on the class. Yes, so we go to the social button. This one. We have the on click. And instead of doing this, we should now move to navigate to Twitter. Google. Open Twitter page, web page, Blazor. Navigate to web page Blazor. Navigating in Blazor. Base href. Whatever. What if I just need to go somewhere? Navlink. Create navigation button to open web page Blazor. Routing. I just want to go somewhere with the link. Page path. Navlink component. URI. Navigate to how to navigate to some web page. Navigate to external URL Blazor. Also be able to navigate outside the app. EA full page reload. Redirects. Would that help? Button click? Yeah, this is the button click. Okay. Yeah. Question is that still available? Because I found last time that it's not yet available anymore. Navigate to. No. Oh, wait. HTTP extensions. URI helper. Wow, smart. Does it have the navigate to? Because this is a navigation manager or so, or something like that. Go to definition, peak definition maybe. Code. No, these are a lot of different stuff, I think. This is not the one that I need. Let's find navigate. Navigation manager, this one. Something like this. Now navigate to is not allowed. Object reference is required. Let's find out. Copy Blazor. Access to the browser navigation from Blazor's provided navigation manager service. It can be injected into Blazor using the inject. I have this something. Where was it stored in here? Navigation manager. This should be this one. Copy. Is this the code behind? Yes. Something like this. Uncomment. Now it's picked up. HTTPS something like www.maartenvanstam.nl. Oh. Save. Let's try this. Oh, I do have to change this. Copy. Social button Twitter. This one. That's no longer called something with Thursday, but it's called something like this. And this is not the right name. Go to Twitter should be the one. I think this is it. Timeout exception. I'm not sure why there's timeout exception. Page body. I'm not sure why this one. Close this. Close all the windows. Close all windows. Yes, save. Control F5. Oh, it's already 12 o'clock. Oh my god. About. Now we have a button over here, but there's... Should click on the button itself. Yes, there we have it. Yay. So, that really worked, apparently. Let's go back to the button. Where's my component button, Twitter button in here? This should be... Shouldn't have the link in here anymore. Just the icon and the name, and no longer a link. There should be something like a space, NBSP, something like this. Save, Control F, F5. About. Oh, there's this little thingy in there. That's not right. And we now all have the same links in there. We'll fix that. At least there is one of these chevrons too many. I wonder if you just can do this as well. Let's save it and Control F5 again. That's looking nice. Cool. So now let's put a parameter in there. What do we need? We have in the back of this we have this icon. So a parameter should be parameter. That should be a string like. Let's have a check at the host thumbnail. This one. Public string. Public string. Social button has some sort of an icon. Should be get set. Right. Then we have some sort of parameter. Public string account name or account. And what else? Nothing. Icon and account. So if you go in here, this is a private. That's not a. Let's don't make this. is private. Private string URL. Set. Account ID. Let's make it an account ID. This should be at icon. This should be title something. Title. Title. And by the way, this should also be uppercase. Account ID. Icon. URL. This should be icon. Title. This is the URL. URL. Unaccessible. Private. Internal. Internal. Icon and title. The icon is fixed because that's set in the subcomponent. Something like this. Visitor. URL is something like HTTPS, Twitter, plus account ID. The icon equals to where is the component? Twitter, copy, something like this. Title is picked up from the other one. We have the icon in here that's set from the Twitter base. Title comes from social button base. The go to Twitter comes from the Twitter base. But this is basically something that we can put on the parent as well, I think. Go to URL. It should say navigate to. You can put this in the social button. This one? No? Yeah. To do this, we take this out. Eject it. What's in here? Complaining, go to. That's not right. This is called something like navigate to. We decided to make that navigate to. Yeah, so it's resolved. Apparently. But this one, social button base, we need that. Now let's try and get this one. Copy and put it in host thumbnail. Oh, it's already in there. Now we need to put in title. It's a name. How's this called? Host thumbnail base. That's in the about page. Here. So for Twitter we have this name. Copy. That's basically the host thumbnail name. Title equals to come on. Add name. What's the other one? Account ID. Account ID equals to add. Oh. Add. And is there account ID in here for Twitter? Yeah, Twitter account. Twitter account. I think this is it. Save. Let's try this. I thought I was running, yes. About. Oh, the icon is somewhat messed up. And this is also not right. Twitter.com didn't come through. Really? Title, account ID, social button. Let's have a look at this. Social button, Twitter, title and account ID. And this should be class is fab, then icon ID. No. Yes. This is, let me check. Title. This one. This should be not. This should be fab. FA Twitter, I think, if I'm correct. Find this. True. Fab. FA Twitter, that's right. Now next, this one is not resolved. Account ID. And for this account ID, that must be on this one. With param, yeah. Let's put a break in here. 9, 5. Yeah, come on, go in. Out. No, why is this no? This one is based on social button base. Go to definition. Should be in here. Icon is set. So why is the account ID not set? And it's not even. How is this set then? The icon. Yeah, the icon is set through the base. So it doesn't get the params in. This is not working. Hmm. So the params are not in. 5. For each and every one. Can't you have the params from parents? Counter the string social button base. Google. Create a component by overriding Blazor components. Base. I have some difficulties creating by overriding of the Blazor component. I used in my page like this, test component. And what's the message in here? Place base builder render at the start of builder render tree method. Not at the end. Use component base instead of Blazor component. Blazor component is dead. Yeah. Always start with the value 0 for sequence param. See, get up something like this. Read me. Components. Component base. This is overruled by something. I'll separate code from UI Blazor.net. How can I do base layout, base component override, rendering components output with the base components output? Yeah, this is something that I wanted. Chart component base, and then we have something based on chart. Example data X. Example data X is not in there. And we have, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. I can see how you would do this overriding builder tree in both chart I love to avoid writing a low-level code. Welcome to the component model. Your assumptions may be proved wrong. I suggest to read the following to get a glimpse of the issues you might face. I think created the parent-child components may provide functionality you're looking for. Parent-child components. Create a parent component bar chart and a child component chart. Yeah? A child? Why is this a child? The child should be nested within the parent component and may get values from the parent. For instance, the child component defines the param property name title, which is provided by the parent component in the form past title, of course, is displayed somewhere else. Child component can have parent properties of the render fragment. So how I've done this using build render tree. I understand what you suggest, but I like to avoid implementing many shared based params across all different chart types. I agree. Yeah. I've now implemented this using the build render tree. Chart component based, height, width, border, open chart element, do something, close element, then we have the other one, close chart element builder. Same thing. Update data, update data. Add classes derived from component base. My base component base. Inject something in a param, update. I know what I want to do is override the base component. Drive component, add param. Where's the add param? There. This is basically what I do, isn't it? Let's go back to the host thumbnail. Gets a param. Like name, avatar, bio link, Twitter account, Twitch account. Yeah. And that's called by this. And it's put between name is just put in between. But once it is used in this one, that's between quotes. Let's see, title. What if they put something in like this? Still a page running? No. Stop this. Name a Twitter account. Let's see if I have to put this in quotes. I already have done it. Yeah, maybe it's like this. Yes. Name image. Okay. Let's run this. About. Now the icon is there. This is still not right. Oh. My monitor is shutting down. This is not right yet, but the account. Let's have this one. So this one is right. Account ID. Let's put a break on that. Navigate to Twitter, this one. 5. About. Null. Why is this null? Should be on the parent. Title is still empty here. Is that a later time? Maybe I should call the base as well. So how is it able to display the name anyway? Because if I run this and go in Navigation Manager, now the title is set. Okay. Now the icon ID is set, so it's at the end. Now you get the title and thing in there. All my monitors are shutting down. So should I load the thing in here then? Let's try that. 5. This one, there's no option there. Let's try this. Close this. Social button. If we have the CTOR in here. URL equals to URL plus account ID. Let's see what's going on if we do this. Let's find out what the order is there. About. Now it's still null and null and null. So this was fail. So now it only gets the param in. So it first loads the code and then the params. Parameter Blazor parameter. How to access parent component from child component. I do need something very similar described in the components index section data binding. This is the parent component. Child will have action and parent will subscribe to it after render. This is the parent. Something like this. Copy. Yeah, stop this. Then we have the on after render. Is that the on after render? There's no on after render. Come on, guys. I'm not looking for blazers with Zalando. Blazor lifecycle. After render. The Blazor framework includes asynchronous and asynchronous lifecycle methods. Override lifecycle methods to perform additional operations on components during the component initialization and rendering. On initialization are invoked by the component when the component is initialized after having received initial params from its parent component. Use on-initialized async when the component performs async operation and refresh when the operation is completed. For synchronous operations, protect override, copy. Set parameter async sets parameters supplied by the component's parent in the render tree. Parameters await something. Entire set of parameter values. We have an example on this. Let's try this first. So this does not work. Is this the social button? Then we have this one. Oh. Where was it? On parameter set. When a component is initialized, it has received the first set of params from the parent component. When the parameter component re-renders, blah blah blah. Copy, copy, paste. Oh. Save. Let's try this. F9. Getting late already. Yes, there it is. 5. Marcel Meijer. Actually works. Click. Yes. Is this a new window or it's the same window? How to target this into a blank one? What? Okay. Nice. So now if we close this and find out if we navigate to force load. How can we do this in a new window? It's possible programmably open a URL in a new tab. Something possible pure Blazor or should be achieved. You need to use JavaScript interrupt for this. Okay. So try this. Copy JS runtime. Use JavaScript runtime. Current. Get cloud file signed URL, JavaScript. Evoke async. Okay, need to do something like this. Copy. Inject. Oh, still need to do that. Okay, inject. Now we have to do something like this. This, copy. URL is now URL. Let's make this an copy this link, paste it in there. Let's try this. 10 minutes before the VM is shutting down again. Five. All the dudes have now. Let's try Marcel. Right. Cool. And it's an open window. This one is working. This one is working. Gerald is also working. Nice. Now let's see if I can quickly put in the... Why is this? Private member navigation manager is unused. True. I don't use it anymore. This one can be removed right now. So now let's copy this one. Copy. Paste. We now have a copy of the Twitter component. And this would be Fab icon, that's the same. Yeah, for this reason I would expect this to be Twitch. Twitch base, navigate to, title. Let's rename this. Twitch. Twitch Razor, this one. This should be Twitch as well. This will be Twitch. And this would be a different thumbnail. This one can go. So now we see something like this. Make this delete. Make this Twitch. Twitch account. Why is it an issue? Because the other one is still an issue, I think. Social button Twitch base. And now if it to check the URL in here. Twitch.tv. Copy. Something like this. Social button Twitch. Yeah, we have to include that. I think. No. Let's quickly check these things. This is social button Twitch, social button Twitch base, social button base, social button Twitch base. That's correct. This is not right. That should be Twitch. Have a Twitch. 5 minutes for shutdown. Let's see if we can quickly do this. Save, and then we have to save this one. Save. Social button Twitch. I think this is right. Let's quickly try this. Oh, that's not right. Something went wrong. Oh. Yes, I know we have an issue with with our website. Okay. Nice. We have to close down, and now our website is down. Okay. That's still using the same thing. Hopefully this will survive. We close this one. Save. Next one will be not. It will be 25th. $10 maybe. The 23. Save. Okay, that survived. Okay, we need to fix something with the cache now because we have been exceeding the number of calls on this apparently. We have a good start with this. Let's continue tomorrow. Let's change the development part here. Properties. Development. Production. Release. No, production. Save this. Oh. Okay. Now it takes it local. Twitter. Oh shit. My VM is shutting down. Okay, guys. I hope it saved it. I guess so. So let's get back to the main screen here. It's so late that my VM shut down. So I will see you tomorrow again. Hopefully my cache will be restored from YouTube by then. And thanks for watching and see you tomorrow. And have a good night. Bye bye.